Okay, welcome back to my channel, Made Between the Pages. My name is Taylor, and today we're doing my first reading vlog in like months. Earlier this year, I was doing vlogs pretty regularly, and I really enjoyed making them. But then around the October time frame, end of September, early October, there were a lot of big changes in my life. I got a lot busier and my mental health wasn't the best. So I decided to kind of take a break from the daily update kind of style videos. Now I am in a place where I think I can get back into it. So I wanted to update you guys on what I'm reading. So obviously it's December. You can see my Christmas tree behind me. And I decided not to have a TBR for this month. I kind of just wanted to let myself be a mood reader and not really have any preconceived notions of what I was going to pick up. So today I actually just finished No by June Ida. I've mentioned this on my channel a couple times, but this is like a children's picture book. I can insert maybe a flip through of this here, but this is a children's picture book by an artist named June Ida, and he is an artist that I've really loved for a long time, but I didn't realize how many picture book collections he has. So this one specifically is kind of about looking closer at everyday things and seeing what whimsical worlds can pop up. And it's really beautiful. I love it. I'm sure in my wrap up I'm gonna, talk about it more in depth, but I'm just in love with this book. And now that I know he has a bunch of other picture books, like, I need those. I have a very strong need to have them in my possession. So for the rest of today, I have a bunch of stuff to do around the house. I have some stuff to do also for Hayato and I's restaurant. So I have some other work to do, but I definitely want to prioritize reading as well. And I really want to finish Nevermore today. So I'm about, let's see, halfway through this book at the moment. You can see the tabs, and it's so cute and wonderful and whimsical, and it's just everything I need right now. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this book, and I go through it pretty quickly when I actually sit down and read it. So I really hope to go through this today. We'll see. Okay, guys, I just saw on Twitter that I have reached 500 subscribers, and like, I don't know how to handle this information. I'm so thankful, so excited. Just, thank you everyone who subscribes to me and watches my content. It just means the world to me, and I just, yes. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to do a video to celebrate this. Maybe a live stream, or someone else commented I could do a Q&A. Maybe I could combine those two ideas and do a live stream Q&A. Yeah, I might actually have time to do that relatively soon. So I just want to say thank you guys so much to everyone who has subscribed. It just makes my heart so happy to know that I've been able to connect with people all over the world about stuff that I love so much, books. Okay guys, so I am cuddled up on my couch. I've got my Christmassy blanket. I've got some tea, some honey chamomile tea, delicious. And then I have some fruit and peanut butter as a snack, and I'm going to sit down and see if I can get through of some of Nevermore. I think I'm going to set a timer and do some sprints, some self-established sprints, but hopefully I can get through, I'm looking to get through about 100 pages in this first kind of reading session. Also, I'm sorry, I keep looking at myself in the video because I'm not used to vlogging anymore, so my bad. I'll get better at that. Okay, so it is much darker than my last check-in. I'm sure, as you can see, my fruit is gone, my tea is drank, and I finished about 80 pages of Nevermore. So I didn't get to the 100-page mark that I wanted to, but I did 2 20-minute reading sprints, plus a little bit extra to get to the end of a chapter, and I am now on page 293, so pretty far into the book. I definitely think I could finish this tonight as long as I keep up the, sprints in little sections, but just because it's dark doesn't mean it's late, because sunlight barely graces us anymore. So it's 6:10 at night, so I'm gonna do some laundry, some folding, put on some Christmas music, dance around, get moving a little bit because I got a little sleepy at the end of that last sprint, and then I will hopefully settle back in for a little bit more. Before I go, actually, though, I did want to talk about how my thoughts on it. So I'm loving this. I just got to the point where Morrigan is at the 3rd trial that she was going to have to go through. She has to go through a bunch of magical trials to get into this school, and she's on the 3rd one at the moment. And I can't wait to see what happens. I got a little bit surprised by what happened there. So I adored the 2nd trial. I thought it was so much fun. And I'm very, very invested in Miss Morrigan, and I really want her to succeed. It is a middle grade, so I have no doubt that she will, but I'm really rooting for her, and I can't wait to see how Jessica Townsend makes that happen. Okay, I didn't get any reading done. So we love that for me. I still did read about 100 pages today. I finished everything else I had to do, which felt good. I did a little bit of editing, which is good. I've got a video coming for you guys hopefully soon, and I'm really happy with it so far, so that's exciting. But did I finish my book today as I wanted? No. But we're about to go to bed now. So yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys in the morning. So I suck at vlogging now. I didn't check back in the other night before I went to bed. I did read more of Nevermore. I am now on page 313, so I've got a little over 100 pages to go, and I'm starting a buddy read for Torch Against the Night tomorrow with Lena from Sufficiently Advanced Lena, so I need to finish this tonight, so I do plan to. I'm gonna do some editing of a video. I'm really excited to get it out to you guys. It's a tag video, but it's so unique and I love it, and I'm excited to get it out. So I'm gonna edit that and then read for the rest of the night. So we'll see if I can get done with Nevermore. I just finished the 3rd trial, I think it is, and it was really good as well. A little fast. I wish they'd spent a little more time there, but I did really enjoy it. So still loving it, and I'll check back in later tonight. I promise. I promise. Hold me to that. Okay, so guess who played herself? Your girl here. It's been about 3 days since I said I would check back in with you guys later that night. So clearly I am on my vlogging game here. But I did finish Nevermore within those 3 days, and I ended up giving it 4.5 stars. There were just a couple things that kept it from being 5 stars for me, but it was just such a joy to read, so much fun. The whimsy in it was wonderful, and I can't wait to find out more about the world. So I definitely am going to continue that middle grade series. Not this month, but hopefully early next year, I'll be picking up Wondersmith and Hollowpox, the next two. So I did finish that book, and then I also just went on vacation for the holidays. So my restaurant and the other jobs that I have here are all off for about a week and a half. So I have time to read, and I'm so excited that I have time to sit down and really, really read. So I don't know if it's going to happen by the end of December. It's probably not going to happen by the end of December, if I'm being real. But if by some miracle I can finish these 3 books, that'd be great. The first one I already started, and that is A Torch Against the Night. So this is the second book in the Ember and the Ashes quartet, and I think the last book in the quartet just came out recently. So there's been a lot of people talking about this series recently, actually. But I read the first one of these for my Retro Reads BookTube Challenge, which I just did a video with all of my final thoughts on those books from this year. So please go check that out. I'm really proud of it. So I'll leave that up above and down below. But got distracted there. This is the second book from that series. And I loved the first book, and I'm liking the second one even better so far. I started yesterday, and I read 100 pages yesterday. And I'm only about 10 pages in from sitting down to read today, but I just sat down to read this. And I'm doing a buddy read with Lena over on Sufficiently Advanced Lena, so we're talking about it as we read through it, and it's really, really fun. So I'm loving this so far. There's a couple questions that I have, a couple things that I'm not sure if I'm going to be a big fan of, but we'll see how they're explained later, and if they are, so if they're explained well, I could end up really liking that aspect of the story. If not, it could end up being a detriment, so we'll see. But as of right now, thoroughly enjoying this. It's really easy and quick to read, very addictive writing, so I definitely think I can get through this. So this one I hope to read in the next couple days, and then I also want to read Fires of Vengeance and Rhythm of War before the end of the year. But Rhythm of War is over 1,000 pages, and Fires of Vengeance, I don't remember, but I think it's about 800. So that's a lot of pages to do in a week. And I am off of work, but I do have some other stuff I want to do while I'm off of work, not only read. So we'll see. But I'll keep you guys updated. I am going to go out for food later with Hayato, so I'm going to read for a little bit here, and then I have some stuff to do before I head out. But I will check back in with you tonight. I know this is deja vu, but I'm promising myself this, all right? All right. Bye. Okay, I'm about to head out and get some food, but just to check in before I leave my apartment. I read not that much, actually, of the book. I think I read maybe 40 more pages. And we're at the point now where the heist crew has all come together. So I think everyone that's going to be involved in the heist in this book has gathered. And I think I could really grow to love the characters, but there's one that I'm not a huge fan of that's part of the group, but maybe I'll grow to like him, for the future. I just feel like maybe it's because it's been a while since I've read the first book, but I feel like I'm not very connected to him or care about the stakes for him, but we'll see. So I am excited to see the development of that now that we've got the gang together, essentially. But yeah, that's about where I stopped. So I'll check back in with you guys either tonight if I come back from eating and read some more, or tomorrow.
Ah, 知らなかった。よかった。モンチないね。
だるまだるまさんかわいい。本だるまさん 何って書いてるの？あ、見たことあるこれ。かわいい。かわいいセット？
セット。ねえ。
いちごもある。Okay, guys, so it's again several days later. This is just going to be like a holiday time frame reading vlog at this point, not like a week, a weekly one. So I seem to be just not able to sit down and read, even though I am thoroughly enjoying the book I'm reading, which is still Torch Against the Night. So a couple of days ago, when I was giving my thoughts, I made a lot of progress. I'm about halfway through now, and I was really enjoying it. But for some reason, I put it down, and I haven't been able to pick it back up. So in order to kind of not just force myself, but give myself permission to not do other things and just read, I'm going to try to do my first ever 24-hour readathon. I've never done one of these before, so it's about 1:30 here. So I'm going to start 1:30 p.m. and then go until tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. So I'm going to try during this 24-hour readathon to finish this book, and I definitely think that I can do that. And then I have to decide what I'm going to pursue after. So I have two big books that I wanted to crack open, which was The Fires of Vengeance by Evan Winter, and Rhythm of War. So I have a feeling I'm going to start Rhythm of War. So if I could finish this book, which is about, I think I have about 200 pages left. So if I can finish this book in this 24-hour readathon, then if I could get maybe 200 pages into Rhythm of War, I would be satisfied. But if I feel like that's not, if I don't want to tackle a big book, I might find a smaller book that I could finish, to be more satisfied. But honestly, I don't know if I have a smaller book. But, it's not as satisfying to start another big chunker of a book and not finish it within the time frame. I did also get a gift from a friend, but that one's also big. I don't know. We'll see what I do after finishing this book. I also have the third one of these. So if it ends on a cliffhanger, maybe I'll pick up the third one instead. I don't know. We'll see what I do. But I at least want to finish this book and then read about 200 pages or 300 pages of another book, whichever one I pick up. So I'll pop in here and there, I'll make myself some coffee. Maybe I'll get some of those super aesthetic shots people always do of like making food during these vlogs. We'll see. But I'll check back in with you guys in a couple hours. Wish me luck. Okay, so as you guys can tell, it's later, it's darker. I got distracted a couple times, but I've gotten about maybe 80 pages into the book so far. I'm now on page 291, and I'm really enjoying it. I am so interested in Elias's chapters right now. I have some friends who really don't like him as a character, but I love him. He's just a lost little fuckboy, and it's so cute. So he is now in a very dangerous, perilous situation. So whenever his chapters come up, I'm really, really interested in them. Laia, in her current situation that she's in right now, the person that she's with, I'm not a fan of the person. And so I'm not necessarily looking forward to these two people having time, just the two of them, because I don't trust the other guy as far as I can throw him. I just really don't like him. But it's just the two of them at the moment. So, yeah. So her chapters are kind of interesting. I'm just starting one now, so we'll see what I think. But Helene, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Hel, as they call her. I love her, and I love her chapters. She is the epitome of a well-done gray character. She's making lots of difficult decisions, and I love kind of struggling with her. So her chapters are awesome. I love when they come up. The plot of this book is a bit slow moving at the moment. I'm kind of just waiting for something to happen right now, but I do think it's building up for a bunch of plot points that are going to hit, in the end here. So I have faith that Savatahir will bring all of these points together and make it worthwhile. But I am a character-based reader, so I'm not hating this kind of slower part of the book. and I'll just go ahead and check back in when I get farther. Okay, so there was just some off-screen sexy time. I won't say between who or anything. But after this scene, Laya takes what is supposed to be birth control, I think, like a concoction of herbs that her dad told her about or whatever. But just earlier, they went through something where it left them with basically no supplies. And then after the scene, it's like, I swallowed the concoction of herbs or whatever. And I'm like, why would you have this? Like, that's just, there was such a point made about having nothing that to just like throw that in there. I appreciate what she was trying to do, what Sabatir is trying to do here, which is talk about having, safe sex and, sex having consequences. And that's great. But like, make them go out and get the herbs or something. I don't know, it just seemed super convenient when such a big point was made about not having anything that it stuck out to me. So I don't know, on one hand, props for, having, a realistic view of sex and the consequences of it, but also negative points for continuity. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys had this thought at all when you got to this scene in the book. Okay, I had a theory about Keenan. I've made my dislike of him very clear on Twitter, and I think in this vlog as well. I hate him. He's a whiny little bitch. But I had a theory about him, and I think I was close because another character just figured something else out, and it's not exactly what I thought, but it's pretty close. And yeah. I'm gonna see if, this character could also be wrong, but I think I'm onto something. So clearly I'm into this book because I'm like, oh, is my theory right? Like, I'll hate him no matter what, like if my theory ends up being correct or not. He's like one of my most hated characters in my recent life. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so my theory wasn't exactly right, but it was pretty damn close. And I just have to, like pat myself on the back for that. Yeah, so I guessed kind of like the main concept that was going to be in the reveal. And it was a good reveal, don't get me wrong. I wasn't like, wow, because I'd kind of figured it out from little things. But I didn't guess, the whole thing. So it was a nice little plot twist there. And I'm excited. I still have a pretty large, if I show you, if you can see, I'm here. I still have a decent chunk left, so there's got to be something, else coming after that plot twist. And I am excited to see the like clash between some of our main characters, because obviously it's leading up to that. So I kind of have some ideas of how I think it's gonna go, but we'll see. Either way, this has been a really enjoyable reading experience. It's just really easy to read, and Sabatahir's writing is quick and fun. So I'm really enjoying, just kind of eating this book up. Okay, so I'm about to go out and get some food. So I took a break from reading for the first time today. But I've only got about maybe 60 more pages left in the book, and I'm definitely going to finish it tonight when I return. So I'll check back in with you guys after I have a full tummy. It's the next day, late at night, and I did not read today. I completely failed the 24-hour readathon because Hayato and I decided to get some drinks, and that was a choice. So today was not a very functional day for me. So yeah, I failed. I didn't finish the book. I have it behind me here. Oh, you can actually see it in the video. Look at that. I still have it here, and I'm still almost done with it. You can see the last portion that I have left. I do want to finish it either tonight or tomorrow morning. Hayato and I plan to go to a really beautiful library tomorrow, and I'll definitely read it there if I don't tonight. Unfortunately, the library doesn't allow filming inside, but maybe if like right when we enter the door, I could like snap a quick video, panorama of it before we go in. And then at the moment we are doing a puzzle and have Inuyasha on in the background. So I don't know if I'll get it done tonight. We'll see. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that I completely failed. Let me show you the puzzle we're doing. Hold on. So, say hi, babes. So we are doing a Kiki's delivery service puzzle. We love doing puzzles, but we recently started collecting these specific ones from the Ghibli collection. So we're doing the Kiki one now, and then we did a Totoro one the other night, and that one's the glue is drying. And then I have this Sen to Chihiro one that I did, yeah, a while ago. So we hope to get this whole collection eventually. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Okay guys, it's the next day. We had a really good time doing our puzzle last night. I'll show the finished product to you guys later, but right now we're in the car and we're on our way to that really beautiful library. Again, they don't allow any like cameras in there, but I might be able to sneak like a little, like I said, panorama when we first walk in. We'll see. So because we decided to do the puzzle last night until late, I did not read. So this is just a failure of a reading vlog so far. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish A Torch Against the Night today. I will finish it today. I'm speaking this into existence. And then I have to edit a video for you guys that I'm excited to get out. I hope to post it tonight, so morning your time. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good day. And then we're gonna get some really good food tonight with his dad. So that's also exciting. So I'll show you guys a little glimpse of that. But yeah, I'll check back in. Danny. We just arrived at the library to fight for a parking spot.
Yeah. Oh, yes. The fountain.
Oh yeah, you're right, it is. Takeo City Library. Some New Year's decorations outside. And I'll turn my camera off in a second. Dinner time. This is the best yakiniku I've ever had in Japan. So coming here is a real treat. Beer, some rice. Itadakimasu. Okay guys, checking back in. Today is the 31st of January, so it's been maybe a day, 2 days. So I did finish Torch Against the Night the day that I was at the library, so the previous clips. I did finish this book. I loved it, tabbed the crap out of it, really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really liked the character development here, and I was really invested in everything that was happening. So I think it was a really good second installment. Something that happened to one of our main characters at the end was just so heartbreaking. You guys, if you've read this, you know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I really, I felt that. My favorite character is Helene. Helene, I think is how you say her name. I mean, I've told my friends this, but honestly, she could step on me and I would say thank you. Like, I love her. So I actually did just pick up the third book here. I did read the first intro chapter and I really enjoyed it. I'm really excited to see where this goes and where Sabahir takes it, because honestly, I'm not sure, which is really rare and exciting for a YA. Also, yesterday I got some really exciting book mail from Sophia over in Fantasy Book Addict, and that is Monstrous Volume 5. Thank you so much, Sophia, for this. You are amazing, and I don't deserve you. But as soon as I got this, I read it. So I've already read this. It was a 4-star for me. In the earlier installments in this graphic novel, I had issues with the action sequences and how they didn't always make sense or flow smoothly. That issue has been resolved in these later ones. I think the action sequences have really improved. However, the panel separation, so from one page to another, like changing topics or characters, that has become very abrupt. So there's no transition between the two. And there were a couple times reading this where I had to reorient myself, be like, whoa, wait a minute, why did we just switch perspectives, So that aspect of it was a bit jarring, and I did take a star off for that. But other than that, I said in my review that this is Kippa's book, and it's so true. And I just love to see my little baby growing into her own. And I mean, this is a really, really violent world. It's a war-torn world, and our authors and artists do not shy away from that aspect of this world at all. And Kippa is just a ray of light in this dark world, and I just loved seeing her grow in this book. So, like I just said, I did start A Reaper at the Gates, and I do want to sit down and do a little bit of reading here. I already edited a video today, so that should be up for you guys. I'm very excited. But tonight, Hayato and I are going to go to his parents' house to celebrate Japanese New Year's. So we're going to be eating lots of delicious food, just having a really good time from today into tomorrow. For those of you who don't know, New Year's in Japan is basically kind of like Christmas or any of those, family-based holidays in America. People basically just hang out with their family, all night, and there's a specific food that you eat specifically for New Year's. So we're going to be doing that. I can give you guys a couple shots of that. Maybe that'll be a nice way to end the vlog. But since it's basically just family chilling and hanging out, I might get a chance to read a few chapters of this while we're just relaxing. So I will bring this with me, and we'll see if I get any reading done. All right. Toshikoshi soba for the new year.
Before New Year.
Before the new year.
食べていいぞ。
It's soba for long life.
いただきます。
はい。
この音が耐えられんかも。
じゃあ、いただきましょうか。
今飲むの俺。みんな、あれする
いや、順番。
入れすぎじゃないこれ。
New Year's 酒。
病気にならないように。
子供の顔、薬の顔みたいな。
テーラもそうなるよ。
本当。はい。
なみなみ意味がわからんと思うけど。
多くない多くない？
こういうこと、なみなみ。
一応さあ、どういう顔するかな。
何この味？
お父さん。
お父さん。
1年間、病気にならないようにって。
ああ、できた。おせち。Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the last couple clips there of the food that I had for New Year's, the 31st and then New Year's Day. So in Japan, you eat this food called osechi on New Year's, and it's like those boxed the boxes of food that I showed you. The first one is one that is more European inspired, so it's from a restaurant that has Italian and French roots, so it didn't have really typical Japanese osechi food. But the second one is from a sushi restaurant that we frequent, and that was very traditional Japanese food for New Year's. In Japan, families usually just gather together and have, a lot of food and relax for New Year's. You also typically eat toshikoshi soba, which is soba for a long life. So there's the clip of Hayato eating soba noodles. So we do that on the morning of New Year's, of the 1st, for, good luck and a long life. And then the little alcohol that you saw us drinking on the 1st in the morning is to have a healthy new year. So it's very strong alcohol. It tastes like medicine. As you could see in the clip, none of us really enjoyed it. But it's tradition, so you gotta do it. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog now. This has been about 2 weeks time frame while I've been off of work. So I am still reading A Reaper at the Gates. I am on page 131, so I don't think I've gotten much farther since my last check-in. But I'm really enjoying this book, and I just love, I've talked about it in so many videos, but I love the feel of reading these big floppy paperbacks. It's a joy to read in this format. So I'm really enjoying this 3rd book, and I hope to finish it soon. I'll probably start another vlog. I want to kind of get back on my vlog game, but I probably won't be as regular as I was before because my life's going to start getting busy again now that it's not holidays. But yeah, I'll see if I can continue doing a vlog to show, my feelings on this book as I make my way through. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing some different New Year's traditions and my reading journey over my break. But go ahead and leave any comments down below if you have anything to say about the Torch Against the Night, which I was reading during this vlog, or anything for Japanese New Year. I'd love to chat with you guys in the comments down below. But for now, I'm gonna head out. じゃあね!